Yeah. Oh, I'm sorry. Oh! I'm sorry.
Private property. You
know that. I'm not from. Okay. I'll
what are you, an icon user? I don't give a. This is private property. Do it again, there'll be holes.
I'm not doing it again. I'm sorry.
Are you with that guy?
Who?
I don't know. Somebody out there.
I don't know.
That guy. I have every right to protect my private property.
I'm sorry. I didn't know there was no signs. I didn't see a sign. Whoa. That's a good ender. Shotgun pointed right at my helmet. Ain't gonna save me from no shotgun. Wow, I thought it was like smooth sailing. We're dropping this road, get out. Oh, shotgun pointed right at me.
I know, right?
This is my last run on my trip. Right. About to get blown to smithereens.
Well, at least he had a great attitude about it. Put up the picture full mass. Okay, hell of a thing. So this, according to the narrative, a snowboarder who's at a lodge for boarding, made a mistake. He apologized, left without causing a scene. And this individual says, all right, private property. I don't see any no trespass signs in view of the camera. And the individual said he himself saw did not see any trespassing signs. And then naturally the owner of the land, the alleged owner, said there's another person on the land. Well, maybe they didn't see a no trespass sign either. And because he's next to a place that actually allows them to snowboard, they thought they were probably not trespassing. So attorney Dina, I have to pose some questions to you legally, okay? So initially, you could see the man coming out with this shotgun. There's a guy basically, snowboarding. And I remember in my law school classes, unintentional trespass. There is no sign that says no trespassing. This is a mistake. This is an accident. You don't go to jail, or you're not supposed to be killed for unintentional trespass. So explain the law to us. And was there harassment here when the man with the gun started pushing the individual as he was leaving?
Mm-hmm. Oh my gosh, it's so bad. This just talks about the guns in America too, right?
Yeah,
the Supreme Court is hearing today whether or not they're going to allow the ban of bump stocks, which is what was used in Las Vegas. I mean, this is the state of America. So, and we've seen people get killed, right, for showing up at the wrong door, all sorts of stuff. So the snowboarder was laughing, but it really is life and death. And in terms of the trespassing, possibly there was a sign he just didn't see, but it is interesting because yes, you have a right to defend your property, but you also are at risk if there's something on your property that somebody gets hurt, right? Then you are liable for the negligence of that, even if they weren't supposed to be on your property, let's say. Yeah. So this is that little bit of an in-between. And it really does come down to, was there a sign? How visible the sign was? Certainly, you would think being shot at would be like a risk on the property that could be possible. So this intersection between the stand your ground and the fact that guns are so dangerous and mistakes happen, people are losing their lives. And it's really disturbing. And people are being prosecuted for shooting somebody inadvertently. So the homeowner should, it should not be so willing to shoot somebody, especially it looks like he's adjacent to a public snowboarding. So you would think it's definitely going to be reasonable for somebody to come onto your property.
Exactly. And good and damn well, none of those individuals have a gun on them. And they are not there to harm you, all right? So having a more visible sign probably would be an option. And to your point about someone going onto a property, committing trespass, getting injured on that property, and the person who owns the property is liable because the public policy of that is you don't want people creating booby traps on their land. And if they do so, they will be criminally and civilly liable for that. But the irony of it is, if somebody knocks on your door, you think that they are dangerous just by your own subjective standard of danger, you shoot them, all of a sudden there's ambiguity about if you should be prosecuted or not. But if you would have killed them by way of a booby trap, you go to jail. The irony of the law.